Alright, trying a different camera. What the hell, right? So anyway, it's a Sony Cybershot or something. It's got a broken LCD, but you know, it still works. Mostly. Kind of. So anyway, I'll do a real quick comment here. Some asshole called a atheistic spoon or something. And so it's kind of funny because he doesn't know gloom, boom, and doom is me. And so he's, basically calling me an inmendham sycophant, which is kind of funny. So anyway, I mean, I asked him, he's just griping. So anyway, these are some of his stupid gripes. These are examples of how I am a hypocrite or something. The way he never admits that's inmendham. Thunderfoot has even one good point, but rather says the point was unnecessary, or that he didn't need to make it. Well, I don't even say that. Look, the point is Thunderfoot basically misparaphrased Venom Fang X all over the place, and it was really gratuitous and unnecessary, and I caught him on 3 or 4 of them. The school book thing where Venom Fang X is talking about Big Bang theory, which is a lot of speculation. And for Thunderfoot not to concede that was just stupid. So if you're going to talk about not conceding points, that's one right there. Um, Venom Fang X was clearly talking about being able to synthesize hydrogen and helium on planet Earth. That we haven't done that, the fusion thing. Um, fission. Uh, um, shit, well, anyway, you know what I mean. Fusion. So anyway, this bullshit. So anyway, the next one. The way he pauses the video over and over again in order to only complain about editing. I wasn't complaining about Thunderfoot editing videos. I was talking about Thunderfoot stealing content and making people stammer and say things over and over again and that kind of bullshit. There's nothing wrong with playing a video and interrupting where appropriate. Now, again, this is just a blanket statement of yours, another one of these things where you don't give any evidence of this. So why don't you take a portion of the video and explain how, well, this time code, you deliberately hit the button to interrupt Thunderfoot's point and distract and distort. Demonstrate somewhere where I've manipulated the content in any way and where my comment wasn't relevant to what he was saying. But you're not going to do that because you're a fucking weaselly little cunt. The way he takes 3-year-old video, acts like it was made yesterday, and pretends Thunderfoot hasn't changed at all. Well, I didn't know Thunderfoot had changed, so if that's your argument, then fine, but we'll see. It sounds like the same asshole. It's a 3-year-old video, I'm quite aware of that, everybody else is aware of that. It's the videos that made Thunderfoot who he is, and they're shamelessly junk. And they're still getting comments, so go look at the videos and see how many comments they're getting every day. So they're still relevant. Thunderfoot still hasn't posted on his channel, so he must stand by the content. So again, this is just weaselly commenting. Videos that have 1 million views deserve to be critiqued, and no one else did it, and so I'm going to do it now. So anyway, now obviously you are never going to have any doubt in your God inmendham. Yeah, well, my God inmendham is pretty cool. So I won't waste any more time with you. Yeah, well, I told you to fuck off like 3 times, asshole. You're the waste of time. You got nothing. You can't make an argument worth shit. You're just a little naysaying, nitpicking sycophant of bullshit, phantasmagorical rubbish. And, yeah, go fuck yourself. Hard and unpleasantly. My favorite term, actually. So anyway, alright, waiting for other news. Oh, sorry, you didn't need to look at all that and commenting things, right? I should turn on a light, maybe. I don't know if that's going to help, though. Should figure out where the microphone on the camera is so I don't put my finger over it. Anyway, yeah, so the other dark side news. I went to Stickham last night because that Tuesday afternoony thing was on in Blog TV first. And there was this chick talking about insects and bugs and shit, so that was pretty cool. And so they go to Stickham apparently after they do the boring Blog TV thing. And it wasn't all bad, but it was, it was a little tedious. But, that one guy, he talks really well. He's really very articulate, and he's talks well. Well, anyway, so I went to the room, and, gee, these people are just such assholes. I mean, he makes simple points. I was just making the point, basically, that if you're going to look at the insect world and you can just see that we're just, you know, a more eccentric variety. That we're not doing substantially anything different except pretending to have a notion of an ego and you know, and yes, we have intelligence, but we're using it as a scheming tool. We're not doing anything dramatically different except for eating and shitting and fucking and all the rest of the same old crap. And we pretend that we're doing it all ethically, but the record, the human history record, is pretty clear. You know, lots of dead bodies, lots of, you know, entrails. You know, it's not a good story. Oh, anyway, and so yeah, all I got was obnoxious crap out of these assholes, and then they went on to the stupid thing like, oh yeah, you're being too serious, and it was just so sickening. You know, even that stupid whatever his name is, that guy who's always drinking his stupid beer. You know, Stickham regular for like 50 years. You know, it's this whole lighten up attitude, like, yeah, they're just there, you know, to jerk off. You know, they don't have any intent to have a conversation that means something. They just intend to have casual la bullshit conversation. And well, anyway, so I bailed. And then I went back later, and you know, the chick left, and so that was the end of the room. So that was kind of disappointing. But yeah, I guess apparently she doesn't like me much. Sophia, her name is, or something. I'm so bad at remembering names. But anyway, yeah, I mean, I like that brainy chick thing, but yeah, we didn't get along too well. Even though we both don't have too much respect for Thunderfoot. So anyway, getting on to the Thunderfoot video. This video, wherever it's going to end, is where it's going to end. Okay, the camera is probably going to fail, and so it might end up early. Alright, so yeah, anyway, the element is boron. Yeah, boron. I have a... No, I don't have a boron. Yeah, it's just a funny word. Moron, boron. Well, anyway, it is boring. Boron is kind of boring, actually. Yeah, it doesn't really... You don't find it naturally occurring, you know, because it combines with everything. They make borax out of it, you know, all these oxides and acids and other kind of things they make out of it it's a catalyst, basically. It's a very good catalyst. It's very good at combining with something so something else can combine to it. And you know, high melting point. What else? Most of the ore, I guess, is mined in the United States and Turkey, which is kind of a strange place to do anything. So yeah, I don't know if there's anything else to say about it. It's in, you know, they use it in a nuclear thing for intermediary, you know, it's sort of to, you know, cooling rods and stuff like that. They use boron. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, it's boring. It doesn't do anything really interesting. Okay, anyway, so here we go. Fox News shows. So this one isn't, I guess, oh no, this is the one here, this nuclear one, right? Isn't that what I'm on? No, I'm on 5, right? Oh, okay, yeah, that was this, yeah, that was, what's it called? Okay, so this is Fox News. So this will be a change of pace. Recently,
Glenn Beck on Fox News aired this footage of a man being beaten to death on camera, such that their host could offer this reaction.
America, how have we arrived at this place? Is it capitalism that has failed here?
yes, I guess.
Is it the greedy, evil corporations?
Yes.
Is it because there's no cap and trade, no health care, not enough social justice? Is it because of the Republicans? Or is it because of them Democrats? Or is it the fact
Blah, 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 blah. Oh, this is going to be so tedious.
that just like some of our
I do
new
some
money
little shadow
doesn't
puppets.
say now,
Ruff, ruff. I'm
God
hungry to
is no
do
longer
some
trusted
consuming.
in America.
I think I'll eat his stupid head.
Instead
Oh.
of God being held up, he's being taken down.
Oh, it's sickening.
Commandments at a courthouse? What are you kidding me?
Oh, it made my hand
take it
puke.
down. Thou shalt not kill. That's
Well, you
controversial.
shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. So, editing clips again.
Baron
What is
Albert.
this crap? Get to
He
it
was
already.
an honor student. He was not part of either gang. According to witnesses, he was just trying to help a friend.
Oh, this
caught
is going to
in
be
the crosshairs.
too tedious. We're going to have to
He
jump.
was,
We're
as
going to
he
have to jump. This is just too tedious.
It's not the norm. You are 100% absolutely, categorically talking bull. People who are down are not normally beaten to death. This is not the norm.
How have we come to a place where the reaction of the kids who have witnessed this horrifying, brutal murder wasn't tears or even shock? Let me show you a young girl in the video as they are dragging the body into the building. Watch. Lee, somebody is screaming, "We need help, we need an ambulance."
Oh, whatever this is, it's terribly, terribly tedious.
Outlets started showing people being beaten to death. I mean, this sort of thing's been available on the web since its inception. But to show it on a major news channel, simply so you can imply via some woolly speculation and rhetorical questioning that the imaginary straw boogeyman held within the prejudice of your viewers is to blame, is as cheap as it gets. And with that, let's let Glenn go off on a rhetorical question tirade.
Well, this
America, how
quote
have we
mining
arrived at
is
this
pretty
place?
cheap, too.
Is it capitalism that has failed
Oh,
here?
we already did this.
By all means, please prove me wrong. I mean, I would love to see the study where you show the correlation between having "In God We Trust" written on the money and violent behaviour of any sort. I mean, really, seriously. In that footage you showed about the guy being beaten to death, all of those people were carrying money which said "In God We Trust" on it, and they still killed a guy in cold blood.
Oh, whatever. I mean, if you're going to draw some conclusions about some sort of incident that happens between people on planet Earth in a country with 300 million people, and some of them go wacky, and we're now going to do commentary on, money. Come on, video, play.
That's its chosen people. He gives them a prohibition against worshipping graven images, but fails to include a similar exclusion for paedophilia. Yeah, Glenn, I'm sure the moral decline really stuck.
Yeah, well, whatever. I mean, I think some of that was just taken care of in the family. I mean, women were property, and so were fucking kids. So, you took care of your own. If somebody pedophiled your fucking kid, then you just go out and cut his fucking head off back then. So I guess they didn't need to write a law about it. But whatever. Yeah, the Ten Commandments are bullshit, okay? The golden rule is the game. Do unto others as you have others do unto you. That's right. So, yeah, I don't want somebody to stick their dick in my ass when I'm 6 years old. So, yeah, I won't be doing it to nobody either.
When we stop burning witches, as directly commanded by the God of the Bible and explicitly reinforced by Jesus.
Can't pray in school. No, no, no. Can't sing Christmas carols in this country because that is too offensive.
And so...
yeah, whatever. So it's just the same old raggy, yeah. So some crazy conservative thinks you're going to save the world if everybody says, "I love God," and then, of course, sins all over the place like the Catholics do. Pile of crap.
Peter?
America, I have a question for you. Why do you think we're as powerful as we are or have been? What do you
Yeah, well, it has to do with the exploitation. First we exploited the African, and then we exploited the Chinaman, and then we exploited immigrants from Europe, and then, we exploited South America, and now we're exploiting the Chinese.
different than other countries? Are we just superior human beings? No. It's because we recognize God's authority.
Oh, please. Yeah, God's authority has done, Afghanistan wonders. The whole Arab world is, taking huge steps backward since it became fanatically religious.
It says so in our Constitution. All men, actually, our Declaration of Independence, all men are endowed by their Creator with certain inalienable rights.
Oh, swing and a miss, Glenn. Nothing like that in the Bible. Indeed, God even explicitly says in the Bible that not everyone has equal rights. He is his chosen people, and then there's everyone else.
Well, he said endowed by our Creator, so I mean he wasn't necessarily talking about the Christian religion in the Declaration of Independence, so I think you swung and missed a little right there. But whatever, we'll move on. And again, stealing other people's content. Oh, this video's irritating.
That seems like a nice place to stop.
Good.
But I really
Thank
don't
you.
think you appreciate the irony of talking about that battle hymn of the Republic, some sort of bastion of morality. Those beautiful words, as you put it, were of course the tune to which Americans killed other Americans. Oh yeah, Glenn, you've come a long way since then.
Yeah, well, you have little ditties now, have it your way. We'll murder a cow for you and pull his guts out and carve off a hunk of his flesh and cook it up for you good and serve it up to you with a little tomato and some special sauce way. Do 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 do. So we have our own little tunes now for other things, other murders, but whatever. Just a little more commentary.
From Americans killing other Americans while singing about...
And animals killing animals. Living things killing living things. Why don't we have some commentary about that?
God. Now to videos of Americans beating other Americans to death simply for the ratings. And all while you sit there in feigned ignorance and...
Oh yeah, like no one's ever used violent pictures for propaganda purposes. Come on, Vietnam, it was all over the place. People are going to use this shit to their advantage. We know what Fox News is. It's, they can't, I mean, maybe there are some people who are fooled. Google says we're not evil and people believe it. Maybe some people believe Fox is fair and balanced. Maybe that's what they think. You can't do much for people that stupid. I mean, I don't think you can do it in this long, boring manner.
Spill your crocodile tears while suggesting that the moral decline that you have displayed was due to 20th century civilization rejecting a poorly written set of goat herder myths.
Yeah, it would be nice though if, we came up with some sort of like lie detector or something so that our little public commentators could say, see, I took my lie detector 3 months ago and I passed, so, I might be a really great liar, but the fact is I did pass it, so I'm not trying to fuck with you people. Because yeah, these are all lying scumbags. They don't give a shit about the principles. They don't care about any of this politics crap. They just care about, I'm a celebrity, and I'm going to say whatever I have to say to stay a celebrity. And that's all they're doing. And that's pretty fucking pitiful. But that's the world we live in. And, well, like I said, Thunderfoot, you're being very preachy, but you're committing the same crimes in so many ways. You're a propagandist also. You're manipulating content to take advantage in the argument. So, the physician here, PhD, heal thyself. Yeah, that would be good. So anyway, so just this one's only got a 1 week ago comment. No, there's one from 16 hours ago, 20 hours ago, 22. See, all getting comments still. These videos are still relevant, and so my commentary is not irrelevant. But anyway, I don't really have any disagreement with ragging on Fox, so go ahead, do more of that. But don't do it with some sort of phantasmagorical, we need to believe in the magic, unicorn and leprechauns instead of some silly god. Because if your alternative is silly, stupid might be better than silly. Anyway, I think that's enough. Yeah, I think so. The light's still on, so the video made it. I gotta find out what button I hit. Oh wait, it's one at a time. So anyway, this is like it's a 14 megapixel regular still camera, Sony. This is like a cheap version of a Sony. So it's only like, it only retails for like $115 or something. But it's, pretty good camera for that. But I mean, I haven't taken any pictures with it yet, so maybe it sucks. So we'll find out. Anyway, got it cheap. Till next time and such.